Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for attending today's event. I am Austin Bar President, Mary Ellen King. Today's event will be in two parts. First, I will give you a State of the Bar address. After that, we will have a Law Day presentation by U.S. Magistrate Judge Dustin Howell. I'll start with the State of the Bar address with membership. As of the end of April, we are at nearly 3,500 members. That's higher than we have been in the past 2 years at this time. Year over year, we've retained about 75% of our membership. Informing members that they need to renew and getting them to do so has been a challenging historically, but we see renewals throughout the year. In January of this year, we had a little over 4,000 members before we dropped non-renew members. The bar is actively investigating ways to make the renewal notification and renewal process more streamlined. I think it's important to note that these numbers should be viewed in light of the fact that in 2024, we raised bar dues for the first time in 5 years. We were a little concerned what impact this would have on our membership numbers, but it doesn't seem that the increase negatively impacted us as much, and I want to thank you all for your understanding. The Austin Bar has 28 sections. In 2024, we welcomed our newest section, the Data Privacy section, one of the few of its kind in the state. We are also in the process of forming a new insurance section. Our largest section by member count continues to be civil litigation, administrative law, estate planning and probate, family law, and real estate also have large memberships. The Austin Bar sections are largely self-operate. Each section has its own member leadership and makes decisions on the direction of the section. If you have an idea for a section and can find a couple of other individuals interested in forming it, the Austin Bar welcomes you to do so and will promote your section's events to our members. Our smaller sections and specialty sections, such as eminent domain section, the only one of its kind in Texas, and our animal law section, represent a key value of the Austin Bar. Small groups whose members have strong professional relationships. In everything we do, the Austin Bar has professional networking in mind. How we can help you form strong working bonds to further your practice and career is what is central and important to us. Please let us know what we can do. The Austin Bar's publication, The Austin Lawyer, is operating at a profit and has been for the past 2 years. Largely thanks in efforts to our new publisher, Sale Haas Publishing, its president, Kim Sheberly, and its advertising rep, Patty Huber. Most bar associations publications operate at a loss, so we're very grateful to our advertisers that we're able to earn revenue from it. We continue to see strong support from local and regional firms for our events. The 2025 Austin Bar Foundation Gala had 51 sponsors. Our annual Bench Bar Conference had 19 sponsors. Our Pro Bono Fall Festival featured 26 sponsors. We appreciate these firms. Year after year, we see many of them return to support our bar events. As president, it was important to me to diversify our supporters and invite non-law firm sponsors to advertise at our events. Our inaugural golf tournament drew a lot of interest from outside parties. We featured 9 sponsors, some of which, such as Steno Court Reporting, had a legal bend, while others, such as Covert Cadillac, had nothing to do with the law, but certainly would like all of us as customers. At Bench Bar, we featured 18 vendors whose services range from banking to private investigations. It's important that we continue to diversify our pool of supporters and that the Austin Bar will be putting forth more effort into attracting non-law firm supporters. This bar year, the Austin Bar co-sponsored or took part in several large events that were successful both financially in terms of membership engagement. In October, the Austin Bar co-sponsored the Pro Bono Fall Festival in conjunction with MAMAs, the Mother Attorney Mentors of Austin. Funds raised through this event were donated to the Volunteer Legal Services of Central Texas. Many of each organization's members and their families attended this event, which featured face painting, a pumpkin patch, costume contest, and best of all, the opportunity to drop me in a dunk tank full of water. After expenses, the Austin Bar Foundation was able to donate more than $8,000 to VLS to provide free legal services to those in need. In particular, I want to thank Kara O'Shaughnessy with Duggins, Wren, Mann, and Romero for her efforts in organizing and executing this event. We simply could not have done it without her commitment. Also in October, the Austin Bar took part in the Out of the Darkness Community Walk. These community walks are part of a national movement by the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. 22 people joined our team and made 44 donations totaling $3,734.39, well over our conservative goal of $1,000. Money raised through these community walks is used by the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention to research suicide prevention, best practices, and organize educational events to promote these practices. And the Austin Bar signature event, the Foundation Gala, was held in January at the Four Seasons for the second year in a row, and it was a huge success. More than 500 people attended, and their generous donations and purchases at auction allowed the Austin Bar Foundation to make a profit of $230,000. The inaugural Austin Bar Golf Tournament saw more than 50 players attend, and we had a great time. The weather, quite frankly, could not have been more beautiful. We had initially set a goal to make a profit of $10,000. We exceeded that goal and made a profit of $16,000. Our annual Bench Bar Conference was held in April and saw nearly 180 people attend at the gorgeous Hotel Viata in Westlake. After expenses, Bench Bar generated more than $26,000 in profit. At the beginning of April, the Austin Bar Board of Directors approved a statement endorsing the American Bar Association and the International Academy of Trial Lawyers' statements on the rule of law. The Austin Bar reaffirms its nonpartisan commitment to the independence of the state and federal judiciary, as well as the rule of law as a fundamental pillar of our legal system. The Texas Lawyers Creed reminds us, as lawyers, we are entrusted by the people of Texas to preserve and improve our legal system. This solemn duty requires us to uphold personal dignity, integrity, and independence in the administration of justice. To read the full statement, please visit our website at austinbar.org. And our most exciting development this bar year, after 6 years of planning and many trials that delayed us, the Austin Bar has finally completed construction on its on-site conference room. The Jim and Patty Arnold conference room is now available for sections to schedule CLEs at no cost. Repeatedly, we've heard from our members that having a central downtown location that doesn't charge to host CLEs is something that they've wanted and needed. Like the wheels of justice, sometimes the wheels of contractors turn slowly or veer off the road entirely in our case. Nevertheless, we're happy to be able to provide this conference space to our members. In particular, I want to thank the Austin Bar Executive Director, Delane Ward, for her efforts in making this happen. Day to day, she's the one who communicates with contractors, architects, delivery people, city officials, and so on. At times, it must have felt like pushing a boulder uphill, and she persevered. In fact, I don't think construction manager was ever in her job description, but through this project, that's exactly what she's been. On behalf of the Austin Bar, thank you, Delane. Speaking of, this year, Delane celebrated her 40th year at the Austin Bar as an executive director, which I'm sure is some sort of record. To continue to talk about Delane and how much we appreciate her would only serve to embarrass her, so I'll just say visit austinlawyeronline.com and read the article about her 40th anniversary. Delane, thank you so much. Membership has been a key theme this past bar year. The Austin Bar's membership committee has worked hard to arrange mentorship breakfasts and lunches with members of the judiciary for young attorneys and attorneys in their first few years of practice. The list of judges and justices is too long to recite, so I'll just say thank you to the justices of the peace, the civil and criminal district and county judges, the federal judges, and the appellate court justices who have donated their time and experience to share with younger attorneys. My initiative as president has been to stop the stigma surrounding discussions of mental health, addiction, and suicide in the legal profession. My goal with this initiative was to save just one life by spotlighting stories of hope and resilience in services such as Texas Lawyers Assistance Program, TLAP, and our own Austin Bar Foundation Justice Matt Kidd Fund that attorneys in crisis can use for treatment, hope, and ultimately stay alive. I don't know if I accomplished my goal, and I may not ever know that, but I know that the response to this initiative has been powerful. The Stop the Stigma podcast, available on YouTube and all podcast platforms, has featured a diverse range of individuals who have discussed their stories and the resources they have to share. Some examples include the Christie Center, an Austin nonprofit that provides assistance to those who have lost a loved one, Brian Tagmeyer, who accepted help after nearly dying from drinking a liter of vodka a day, Cameron Cano, who went on from being suffering with drug addiction with no purpose in life to becoming a fantastic lawyer, and Eileen Lawrence on living and thriving with depression. In addition to featuring these people and their stories in the podcast, it was important for me to give them a voice in our Austin Lawyer publication, which is why every month I invited a new guest author to contribute an article talking about their experiences with mental health, addiction, and suicide. There is a special section on austinlawyeronline.com with all of the articles collected, and I encourage each of you to read them, such as Mary Evelyn McNamara's experience on being the adult child of an alcoholic mother, Carly Gallagher Murray's article on overcoming alcoholism, Paul Jacobs' article on dispelling the myth of high-functioning lawyer addicts, as well as my own story, having a husband, the father of my child, and a law partner who was an alcoholic who eventually died in November 2023 from the disease. I hope that I have stopped the stigma for some of you and that I have given you resources and knowledge to ask someone for help if you need it, to recognize the signs of someone that is in crisis, and ultimately help me save just one life in our profession. In pursuit of more ways we can stop the stigma, the Austin Bar is excited to announce that we are in the process of establishing a new pilot program with the State Bar of Texas that will explore the feasibility of volunteer lawyering, taking over the dockets of other lawyers who need to step back for a short period of time in order to receive treatment for mental health or addiction challenges. The Austin Bar will act as an intermediary between TLAP and volunteer attorneys. Our goal with this program is to remove one of the biggest barriers that prevents attorneys from seeking help they need. More information about this pilot program will be released soon. With my time as president coming to an end, I'm excited to step into the role of chair of the Austin Bar Foundation and hand over my reins to Maitreya Tomlinson. Thank you all for a wonderful bar year. For those who have found your tribe within the Austin Bar, I hope you'll continue to support our various programs and efforts. For those of you who are still on the fence or on the fringes, I encourage you to get involved. There is something here for you. You belong here. Reach out. Even if you have no idea what to say or what you want or what you can do, just say, hey, I would like to get more involved, and we will give you ideas on what you can do. Don't be afraid. Don't be timid. We want you to succeed and discover why we're the best bar association in Texas. Thank you all for your support of the Austin Bar Association.